What's good, guys? You already know who is this. Again, Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And today I would like to bring y'all no updates. I'm not bringing any news today. I'm not bringing none of that. Today I'm about to speak facts. You know, like beside news, like updates, I also like to bring topics, and today is gonna be a topic like a show in my channel. So please stay with me. So let me just go ahead, let me just speak facts. So this intro won't take so long because there is a topic that got so viral on internet, and I would like to talk about because probably, one of you guys, or maybe, member close to you, or somebody your best friend, your homie, or somebody maybe can risk and do something like this. So hey, in Mexico, it didn't happen in Colombia, thank God, because what a shame, didn't happen in Colombia. So in Mexico, a guy proposed to a working girl in a bar, in a bordel, the place where she was working at. He pulled out the ring and asked her to marry him. And this is something crazy. You might think like this is a movie coming up from Netflix, or from a side show, all of that. But no, actually this is a reality that I would like to speak about for real, because this is something that got me surprised. Love exists. Young man proposed to a loving girl in the bar where he met her. The moment was captured and uploaded to social media where it went viral. Internet users are wondering if he will help her to change her life as he promised. Social media is witness to countless love stories. This time, a video went viral in which is young man is seen proposing to a woman who works as a caring girl in a bar. The story captured the attention of thousands and was recorded in a bar known as La Curandera, located in Paraíso, Tabasco, Mexico. In the middle of the party and in complicity with the DJ, the young man with the rim of the music, this pair of rings, walks toward a woman who works in the place and proceeds to get on his knees in front of her and then take out an engagement ring and ask her to marry him. Completely excited, the man awaits the response of the affectionate woman and celebrates when he hears a resounding "Yes, I do." Despite being apparently drunk, the man assured that he will help her change her life and she will gradually stop working at that bar. The scene ends with the couple in love and selling their love with a strong hug and kiss in front of all the customers in the establishments who applaud them. So guys, like I say, you probably might think like this is an episode from a series or something, or this was about to be a movie, or this is for something like behind the scene. No, this is actually happened, and this is my advice all the time. Please, working girls, like escorts, none of these girls, people think like they are a gang, which is not. They if you don't pay attention to this, you basically, can get in love with one of them, because you will never think like that's gonna happen until it happened to you. Because you always might think like, oh, I'm just trying to have a great and amazing time. But like a lot of these women, for real, they can touch your soul. And when I say that, it's because a lot of these women, they are needing, they just, needing like affection. They just need, a man next to them. And if they find the right one, like they would try to do their best to probably even get out from that game, which is gonna be hard because, like I say, a lot of these women, they just like, all the guys, made in the love, trying to have a great time. Well, some of them have a great time, some of them have a bad time. You know what I mean? It depends on the client, it depends on the person. But like I say, this is actually can happen, to our foreigners that is coming to Colombia, and they've been hanging out, they've been even dating, like I say, working worse. Well, me personally, I had never, date a working worse, and I won't say like I will never date one, because you never know. People that actually say look, a lot of these women, they trash or something, and stuff like that. Like they don't like them, are the ones that if they get on that game, are the one that for real, they can get not in love, but something can happen if they find the right one. You know what I mean? Because like I say, a lot of these women, they got a pure heart, and then once they touch you, they get inside of you. It's difficult, to get rid of them, because they already know like what it feels like, to be with a lot of men and just love one. So like a lot of these women, they had experience, in a lot of that, and they can really be a good players. Like if they love you, if they like you, like they will go far for you, don't matter what. But if they don't, that they will give you a hard time. They will try to get money off you all the time. If you are like kind of like feeling something for them, like I say, you know what I mean. So this guy for real, it's a break. It's a break because a lot of people, would think twice before to do that, especially on a bar. The place where she work, and like I just hope, like he didn't do it because he was drunk or something. Like I hope like if he wanna do it, it's because like for real, he was feeling something for this girl, because like I say, this is something like it really got me surprised when I saw the video. But like a lot of guys in Colombia, I don't try to go too far in Colombia, because when I say Colombia, it's because la majority of people, that see my video is because, they come into my country, to my city, and they know what's up, with the working girls, like a lot of brothers, like I say, I don't try to judge, this is just a topic, and just trying to bring this with love, and, like speak about this, that I saw on social media. So a lot of brothers, they like to hook up, hang out with the working girls, and, like I would say maybe 5% of the guys that they be hanging out, like 5% of the, I would say 5% of the 100% of the guys that they've been hanging out, hooking up with the girls, some of them they've been feeling something for the girls, but like they rethink like, hey, she's a working girl, and I don't think I should take her serious. I don't think she would take me serious either. So like a lot of guys, they just decide to walk away, and I think sometimes it's the best choice, because in some of the cases, like, nothing is going to happen beside, having a great time, having a great night, having like good, what I mean? So I don't think it's going to be more than that. But a lot of guys, they've been risky girls, from the street, all of that. And now, they have a family, all of that. And, like some guys, they probably wouldn't do it. But, I respect, each way, like each way, like if you want to hang, they are working girls, good head. But if it's the right one, what I mean? But if it's the wrong one, just walk away. As a man, you should feel, and I feel, me personally, I feel when, like when a woman, she can be just for the weekend, and when a woman could be, for the rest of your life, or even for a few years, because just a good woman that is next to you. You know what I mean? So guys, like I say, it really got me surprised when I saw this, because I know a lot of guys, they've been experiencing the same thing, but they've been quiet, they don't say a word, stuff like that. They just been enjoying the time with the girls and stuff like that. And like I say, like don't take this as a game. A lot of guys, like they might think it's a game. Actually, you also can be risking your life, doing this, what I mean, it's not a secret that they have a lot of companies in the malls and stuff like that. Means a lot of these girls, talking about the ones in Cartagena, they very clean, but some of them they don't. So you're also risking your life. But like I say, like it actually this, can happen. You're risking your feelings too, because you for real, can't get in love. Like talking about a case. Let me bring this case also to this topic. Like there is one of my friend that like he was hanging out with a girl, like she was a working girl. And he told me like they are still kicking together, and he told me like, bro, listen, this is one of the most pure heart that I had ever met in my life. When I tell you guys, like this woman, like she was doing almost everything and anything for this guy, like all the time. It's still they're doing it, but things have changed a little bit, because like sometimes they don't see each other on a while. But when I tell you guys, like this woman, that she's been doing a lot of things for this guy. And then she was like, hey, he was like, hey, listen, one of the most pure heart that you will meet. And a lot of guys, like they probably won't be agree with me, but this is, something that I've been seeing myself. I've been seeing this. So some of the most pure heart that you will meet is like a working girl. And I know you probably will be laughing. We'll be laughing about what I said, but that's the truth. This is the reality. The working girls, when they like you, when they love you, they will go far for you, no matter what. If they love you for real, because a lot of this girl, anybody can say that they love you, but it doesn't mean that they feel the love inside of their heart. But the working girls, when they in love, like it's difficult to get rid of them, and they will go far for you, no matter what, guys. So hey, You know, like I said, my advice all the time is like, don't think this is a game, because this is not a game. This is not a game for real. A lot of guys, oh, I'm just playing, stuff like that. You ain't playing. This is something serious for real. That you, like I say, you're risking even your life. You know what I mean? Like, you're risking your healthy and stuff like that. I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't be, hanging out, with the dating, working worse now, because like I say, I don't try to judge nobody, because everybody has a past, and I'm not agree even when I see like the post or some guys, like they've been trying to judge the girl, like, oh, oh, this girl, like she's been with 50 guys and stuff like that, because this is something that we don't use in my country. And when like when I always trying to give advice, and put a sample about my country, because like even like maybe some people will say no, but Colombians men are one of the best players in law that I ever see. Colombians, Latinos are good, but Colombians, they something else. They something else. We are something else. Not everybody in the mama. There is some clumsy, stupid Colombians that women will do with them what they want. But in majority of the case, 95%, like 94% of the kids with the men, relationships, stuff like that, the ones, that they always, has kind of like the power, to do things, and women will follow them, is the man all the time. It's the man all the time. Like I say, that's what I'm trying to, give advice all the time, about my culture, and stuff like that, so you guys, can have an idea how we move. Because like I've been saying all the time, for you trying to hang out in Colombia with a working girl, with a girl, stuff like that, like you just gotta be involved in the culture, in the game, so you can have an idea about what to expect, what to get. But like I said, this is not a guy about how to date a working girl. This is not a guy about how to marry a working girl. This is not a guy about how to propose a working girl. This is, a guy, to the life. Because like I say, this is not a game. And actually, things like this, can happen. Even like myself last year in the lady, when I saw an American guy fighting with a working girl at the club. She was supposed to be at home when she was outside, selling the produce. So, I mean, like I say, some guys, they can be, in this place too. That they are in love, with the girls and stuff like that. But they, they might think twice to do that, like honestly, myself, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't judge somebody that do that sometimes. But like I say, if you trying to do it, just do the right thing. But if you don't, just don't do that. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna damage her. A heart that is trusting you and stuff like that. And you're just gonna give them, a horrible time. You know what I mean? So guys, like that was kind of like the topic that I wanted to bring you today. Like I say, I'm not promoting, other service, stuff like that. I just saw this topic and I was like, what, let me just bring this sample about, like some situations that probably you behind the screen maybe, can be at. Because like I said, like the easy women to access for foreigners in Colombia are working girls. No matter what. Even if you like 6 months you come, if you've been coming here for 6 months, probably, it doesn't guarantee you like you're gonna have, you're gonna have a regular girl. It can take a while for you, for like to be hanging out with the girls, stuff like that. And the easy thing to do, because you're probably here for the weekend or something, like for Memorial Day, for Halloween, and the easy thing for you to do is, hook up with a working girl, which is nothing wrong, like I said. But you know what I mean? So this is all I wanted to bring you guys, and I hope you guys like my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything. None of this would be possible without you watching me behind the screen. So like I say, if you're trying to date or marry one of those, just be you might need to be right, because you can't judge her for her past. It is what it is. If you marry her, that's cool. If you date her, that's cool. But don't be reminding her about her past, stuff like that. Like I say, this guy was a brave. So guys, thank you so much. Thanks for everything. See you soon, y'all. See you next time. This was your boy, Carlos, the Colombian guy. Boom, 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 boom.